Somewhere tonight, someone is replaying a grainy VHS clip from 1987, certain they finally recognize a stranger's face. That's the strange power a cancelled television show still holds decades later. Unsolved Mysteries wasn't just another true crime program, it became a working investigative tool that helped police catch real criminals. But here's the twist nobody talks about: the show about unsolved cases somehow became one itself. It began quietly in 1985, when producers John Cosgrove and Terry Dunn Muir pitched NBC 3 simple specials about missing people. Titled Missing. Have you seen this person? The broadcasts asked ordinary viewers to help find the vanished. Nobody expected what happened next. The specials worked so well that NBC wanted more, and the concept quietly mutated into something far stranger. On January 20, 1987, the pilot aired on NBC, hosted by actor Raymond Burr. It wasn't just crime stories anymore. Ghosts, UFOs, and alien abductions had crept into the format. NBC News was so uneasy about blending fact with the paranormal that they refused to claim the broadcast as their own. A disclaimer was legally required before every episode, stating plainly, "This is not a news broadcast." 6 more specials followed, hosted first by Carl Malden, then by an actor whose voice would define the series forever, Robert Stack. By October 1988, the specials had become a full weekly program, and Stack was its permanent narrator. His flat, grim delivery turned ordinary case files into something genuinely unsettling. Audiences couldn't look away, and for 9 straight seasons on NBC, they didn't. Part of the show's eerie power came from its sound. The theme song, composed by Michael Boyd and Gary Remo-Malkin, became instantly recognizable: cold, deliberate, dread-inducing. Strangely, it was rewritten 7 separate times across the decades, in 1993, 1995, 1997, 1999, 2001, 2008, and again in 2020. No other detail proves how many times this show has been resurrected, rebuilt, and reborn quite like its own haunted theme music. But this wasn't just entertainment, the show actually worked. In one infamous episode, footage surfaced of an arsonist filming an unidentified house he'd just set ablaze, narrating the act with chilling commentary. Once broadcast to millions, viewers recognized the property within days. 2 suspects were arrested directly because of the segment. A television show meant to document mysteries had just solved one in real time. Then, on March 14, 1997, the show waded into something far bigger than a house fire. An episode reenacted the unsolved 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, featuring journalist Kathy Scott. The broadcast aired just 1 single week after Biggie Smalls was killed in an eerily similar unsolved shooting. For a moment, a syndicated mystery show found itself standing at the center of 2 of the biggest unsolved murders in American music history. Yet by the mid-1990s, the very ratings that built the show began quietly collapsing. After the 1993-94 season, NBC shifted the program from its comfortable Wednesday slot to Friday nights, historically television's graveyard. Viewership steadily eroded from there. Something that once felt unstoppable was suddenly bleeding audience, episode by episode, until NBC finally pulled the plug at the end of the 1996-97 season. It should have ended there. Instead, CBS scooped up the series for a 10th season starting November 13, 1997, betting that a fresh network could revive it. When ratings kept slipping, CBS brought in actress Virginia Madsen as co-host during season 11, hoping a new face could reverse the decline. It didn't work. On June 11, 1999, CBS canceled Unsolved Mysteries after just 12 episodes. But somehow, the mystery kept clawing its way back. In 2000, Lifetime revived the series, launching season 12 on July 2, 2001. Over 103 new episodes aired on the network before it finally ended on September 20, 2002. And here's where the story turns genuinely strange. That cancellation coincided almost exactly with Robert Stack's own declining health. He passed away not long after, as if the show and its host were somehow bound together. For 6 years, Unsolved Mysteries simply vanished, no episodes, no host, no theme song playing in the dark. Then in 2007, Network Spike quietly announced a revival, which finally premiered on October 13, 2008. This version had a new host, actor Dennis Farina, though much of the content was actually repackaged from decades-old original segments. Even in its fourth life, the show leaned on the ghosts of its own past. Farina went on to host an astonishing 175 episodes before Spike finally ended the series again on April 27, 2010. By now the pattern was undeniable: cancel, disappear, resurrect, repeat. For networks. For different eras. Multiple hosts, multiple theme songs, and multiple so-called endings, yet somehow, every single time, someone somewhere decided this mystery deserved one more chapter. Even during its quiet years, the mystery never truly closed. Cosgrove Mirror Productions kept a website running, cataloging genuine cold cases, unsolved murders and missing person files still open to this day. Viewers with information could submit tips directly through an online form. Long after the cameras stopped rolling, real detectives and real families were still depending on strangers watching from home. In 2017, distributor FilmRise acquired the worldwide digital rights, promising updated versions of old episodes for a new generation. Suddenly the series was everywhere again, streaming on Amazon Prime, on Tubi, and running its own dedicated channel on Pluto TV across the United States and United Kingdom. A show first broadcast in the age of VHS tapes had somehow found its way onto smartphones. Then came the biggest revival yet. On January 18, 2019, Netflix announced it was picking up an entirely new version of Unsolved Mysteries, which finally premiered on July 1, 2020. It carried a brand new theme, composed and recorded by Wes Dylan Thordson, the seventh reinvention of that haunting sound. As of 2025, 5 full volumes have been produced, proving the format still fascinates audiences more than 35 years after it began. So here's the real unsolved mystery hiding in plain sight. Why does this specific show, about other people's unresolved tragedies, refuse to stay cancelled? 5 separate deaths. 5 separate returns. Different decades, different hosts, different networks, yet the same eerie theme, the same disclaimer, the same unanswered questions pulling viewers back in. Maybe some mysteries are simply built to outlive their own endings. If you've ever recognized a face from an old case file, or remembered a detail that could crack open a cold case, that tip line is still active right now. Somewhere, a family is still waiting for an answer that only a stranger, watching from home, might hold. So take one more look at the file. And if something feels familiar, don't stay silent.